Nobody liked to talk about Grandma's funeral. It had been cold that day, bitter for January, and the ground had to be jackhammered open just to fit the casket. Reverend Marsh's voice kept cracking during the sermon, and the radio in the hearse wouldn't stop playing that old gospel hymn on repeat, even after they'd turned it off. But what stuck with people most was what Grandma had said before she passed. "I'm not missing Easter, not for the grave, not for God, not for any of you." 3 months later, Easter Sunday came warm and golden, almost too perfect. The tulips were blooming early, birds were back, and Mom had outdone herself with the dinner: glazed ham, deviled eggs, sugar cookies shaped like lambs. And of course, they left a place for Grandma: her chair at the head of the table, her china plate, her pink cloth napkin folded into a neat triangle. "Tradition," Dad muttered, pouring wine with a tight smile. The family raised their glasses to Grandma. Then someone knocked. A slow, deliberate knock at the front door. Everyone paused. The air shifted like the house had exhaled. The knock came again, 3 times. "Maybe it's the neighbors," Mom said. Her voice was too high. "Their car's not in the driveway," Dad whispered back. "Maybe it's..." Another knock, louder, like bone on wood. The kids stared. No one moved. Then the doorknob turned. Slowly, the latch clicked open. And there she was, Grandma, smiling, gray-skinned, and standing in her favorite rose-pink church dress. A hat perched perfectly on her head, now speckled with grave soil. Her hands trembled, fingers bent like old roots, and her eyes, those eyes, were filmy, but alert. "Y'all started without me?" she said. Her voice was the same, except not. Something else spoke beneath it, a dry rustling like dead leaves in a windless room. No one stopped her. She walked to her seat and sat, bones creaking, skin cracking at the joints. Her plate was full in seconds. Mom, without knowing why, served her. Everyone watched in horrified silence as Grandma ate. Ham, biscuits, eggs. She chewed slowly, lips glistening. "You didn't think I'd stay gone, did you?" she said sweetly. No one answered. The kids were crying now, silent tears. Dad had gone pale. Mom's hands were shaking so badly she dropped the wine bottle. Grandma dabbed at her lips with the pink napkin. "You said grace already, I imagine." She smiled wider. "Well, I'll say it again anyway, for old time's sake." She bowed her head. When she spoke, it wasn't English. It wasn't any language they'd heard before. The words scraped the inside of their skulls, low and wet and wrong. The lights flickered. A cold spread through the dining room like water seeping through the walls. When she finished, the food had rotted. The ham was gray. The cookies were moldy. The eggs blackened and cracked. No one ate another bite. When Grandma finally stood, she kissed each of them on the forehead. Her lips were freezing. Her breath smelled like dirt. She walked out the door without looking back. The next morning, the chair was empty again. Her grave, however, was not. The casket was shattered, the soil disturbed. Only her pink napkin was left behind, folded neatly. Thank you for watching Fear Files Real Nightmares. Until next time, keep your lights on and your doors locked.